this always try to pull their Glock out from long range. He's gotta wait for the Glock. There's no forking. Bum ass this fucking bum ass.
Welcome back, my delinquents. We have one of the craziest case files, honestly, today. It's kind of insane. If you didn't get it from the start of the clip, I did have to censor it up the wazoo. The uncensored will be on Patreon, but there is no way in hell it was getting allowed on YouTube. Just by the sheer amount of no words. We have a VTuber, Sophie, who's known in the Tekken scene, who gets around like 100 or so viewers or whatever. Apparently, I don't know this person. I'm just going off research, because that's what VTuber Case Files is about, is doing research and then discussing it. And from my research, on a stream yesterday while playing Tekken, they dropped, I could only say, a bajillion slurs. At least it feels like that, as I've only gotten my hands on 3 or 4 clips, and there's way more than there should be, and the amount that there should be is 0. I'm gonna be honest with you. And they are known in the Tekken scene for tournaments, etc. And I can't find much information on them other than there's accusations for AI voices, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna go into those because I don't have any proof of them. So you can have a discussion about that. It's like some of their backstory, but I can't find anything on that. I'm going to stay to the point of this just starting to go bigger and bigger at the moment, and this has to be some of the most deserved backlash I have seen, and it's one of the quickest bans, because as I was researching this story, she was banned. Shocker. And as I went to record the end of this, because I finally got some of the clips, thank you, Twitter, for keeping history. Thank you, the internet, for letting nothing die. She actually, I guess, woke up and sure she was in a crap ton of shit. Because in the clip so far, and this is why I was searching for them, she had said that it was fine because she was being entertaining. She was trying to entertain. And that was her reasoning for this. And I'm going to go over the clips with you guys in a second. Same with the posts outlining this. But that was her reasoning. And so I was hoping to get some sort of comment or, her perspective, even though we all know it wasn't going to be good. I'm going to be honest, it does not help their case at all, but I was hoping to get at least some, beginning, middle, end to this case file, and now we have that, so we can go through it. So let's get into it. This crazy story of a VTuber just dropping a lot of slurs just cause, I guess. So we're gonna start from the first post I saw about this and see this seems to be really getting the ball rolling here. So I would like to thank these people for keeping some of these clips live because she is banned at the moment. We have no idea if she's ever coming back. Honestly, that's not my call on this, but ban deserved. Hashtag completely deserved. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person. But let's start with the first part. I pull up to After School Sophie's stream, and she's just ripping the N-word and Asian slurs, and unapologetically. With the excuse of, I'm trying to be entertaining, bro. And I will try and censor and just cut out the sounds as best as possible to all these bad words, because you can't say them on YouTube. I'll turn me off, pretty much, so my big butt doesn't get in the way.
So bum ass like this always try to pull their Glock out from long range. He's gotta wait for the Glock. There's no forking. Bum ass this fucking bum ass.
I want to say that's one off the cuff. There's no context leading to this, and apparently she just leads into it because of a song. Sounds like some BS to me. Especially seeing there's a lot of her chat kind of berating her for this too. So some are like saying it's okay, some are saying it's not. And next to this, just being kind of bigoted is so weird. It's just so weird to see.
Okay, 1 second. I'll say what to do with the bum ass. Here's what you do. So bum ass like this always try to pull their Glock out from long range. He's gotta wait for the Glock. There's no.
So that's clip 1 that started this. You do get a little bit of what's happening in chat. Seriously though, it's all in good fun. From some dude, it's not that deep. Very a dude just kind of making excuses for it. When you do get this with VTubing and streaming in general, there is some people who will just defend their favorite no matter what they do. But this is obviously deeply against TOS, and that is why she has been banned. This is not allowed. And I think if you would be offended about this being done about certain people, you should have the same energy for everyone. And it's not even just one word. It's not even two or whatever. It's not the same as like the HoloLive girls or something saying a word they don't know what it means or it sounds similar in Japanese. She's full on going ham here. Stereotypes and everything. She is not ignorant of all of these racial slurs, but she will claim ignorance later in her apology, which I think just doesn't make sense. You are mostly aware of what's against TOS. You should at the very least know that it's not allowed. A lot of people have been pointing out this may be just be baiting, as a former friend of hers had said that they're not surprised, unfortunately. She seemed nice most of the time, but seemed very desperate to hit partner, and they were up saying that they wish they didn't go this route. And a lot of people are saying it's most likely she's hoping to rage bait, go viral, and get all the people that will defend her to subscribe to her so she gets partnered. It's a very, very common internet way for clout, which fortunately I have to kind of lean towards it's very likely. Not to put like words in her mouth, but you can make your own decision on that, but it just reeks, bro. It's like, what does she have to gain from this? Seeing you know you would get in trouble. But here is some person who previously then woke up from a nap and found out a mutual G streamer said the N-word and other slurs, so that's a hard unfollow. I can't believe she tried to justify it as being entertaining. My god, it's almost 2025. Holy moly. Holy moly. That's the thing, guys. Just because you want to be entertaining doesn't mean, at the very least, you get to break the rules next to her. It's kind of fucked up. She expressed how she wanted to get Twitch partner in my DMs before, but girl, not like this. Please don't hate watch her. This is unfortunately how some people get to Twitch partner because the hate watching accelerates the view count. But some people, it doesn't matter because the title of Twitch partner is more important to them and grants them benefits. As a Twitch partner, I'm gonna say there's not that many anymore, honestly. And honestly, have some shame, people. Have some shame. It is not worth it. It's not doing anything for clout is embarrassing. Don't do it, guys. I will always push you just to be better and a good person. It's not worth making yourself one of the world's hatest person just for a itty bit of clout, okay? Making yourself happy and a good person will make you feel better every single day than this, okay? It's a shallow gain. Here's another clip. Because they're banned, I just have some clips out of like context in here. I was hoping to try and find parts of the VODs in here, but this is what we got to go by. This is another person's, Menji's, who has posted a clip here that we're gonna just look at. Next up, what the hell are they doing listening to this song? Most people wouldn't listen to this song in Twitch either, and no, you're not supposed to say most of these words in general. Some words different cultures use themselves, but you're not supposed to use against someone. But don't listen to your chat. Next, she goes into a lot of other bad words here and continues this, even though, and tries to defend it to people trying to tell her in chat it's bad. Do not take your chat's word. Chat loves to troll. Not saying every chat is like this, but a lot of them do. You know you like to have a good troll time. Don't blindly believe anyone on the internet in general. I don't think that's what's happening here, but just a little bit of advice from me to you. Okay. I may have to, like, mute most of that. I haven't decided yet because it is a song in the background. It's probably going to get us in trouble. So I'm just going to abbreviate this because I probably am going to have to cut it out. I realize because he's just saying that N-word over and over and over again in the song. And next to it's going to get us copyrighted. But pretty much the song said N a lot of the time. And she says, I guess she's reading out chat saying, can I say the N-word if I say it without the hard R? Which hopefully we can kind of keep that in there, like part of it for the context, but that's what she says. I'll put a link in below on a couple of these so you can at least have a vague idea of what's being said here. I don't want to accidentally push people towards her, so I'm not sure. What I'll do, I may just save the video uncensored and put it on a drive for you guys. We'll see. But that's pretty much the gist here, so more horrible behavior, and I guess this is where she's claiming ignorance from, but there is more clips. This is another one that goes even into more slurs and more context, unfortunately. But yeah, this is the one I was looking for the most because I wanted to back up the claims of people in the comments saying she said more than just the N-word in all this many, many times.
Like, I'm just trying to say, in the same way that a comedian would say, damn, fucking or fuck, right? Like, it's meant for entertainment. entertainment, which can obviously be offensive. But we all know that those trying to have fun.
That is the worst defense ever, because so this is the part where people start like saying, you can't say this is bad, don't do it, you're gonna get in trouble. And obviously she just kind of just doubled down here, unfortunately. I think kind of shows to the fact that she, in her apology, it doesn't make sense. People were making her aware what she was doing was bad and was gonna get her in trouble. So comedians don't do this a lot unless it's to their demographic nowadays because they don't want to get in trouble or it's for a very specific joke. But an entertainment person online, especially with platforms with set rules, you are not the same as a comedian, okay? You just randomly saying slurs is not a comedian's joke. That is not the same thing. You are not Family Guy. You are not a scripted TV show with set up skits. You do not get the same leeway at all. Okay, next one. She has completed her VTuber inauguration. A terrible joke, but true. On that one, someone just confirming around the viewers she gets, she isn't partnered. I don't know much about the Tekken scene, even though, other than I bookmarked these posts and now my entire feed is Tekken, so they must have some sort of great power, because they just ate my feed. I'm sorry, man, watching a hopelessly dense pink hair VTuber with neon heart overlay bargaining with chat on which slurs are chill is facito. Pointing out that, okay, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it's just like, what the hell is happening? I'm just like, what the fuck? What is this timeline with the music? You'll see what I mean in 5 seconds.
Stereotypes or slurs? If you're Mexican, can't use Mexican slurs? Why not?
Okay, and a lot of people are in her comments. I'm just going to read some of the comments so people... So did someone never tell you to not use that word at all? Find that unlikely, because you'd have to not read anything on the internet to not know that all these slurs are bad. Like, she knows all these words are bad words to say them, but she doesn't know they're bad words? That doesn't make any sense. It's not even close to the same thing, no, the F word, as is her homosexual slur.
It's like how if you aren't gay, you can't use homophobic stereotypes or slurs. If you're Mexican, can't use Mexican slurs. Why not?
So she seems like, oh, if you're not a Mexican, you can't use bad words against Mexicans. If you're not gay, you can't use bad words against... That's usually the basic ideas for it. It's like, you shouldn't say bad words to people or demographics you don't really know. I will need an in-detailed backstory of how she was homeschooled and not allowed on the internet her entire life, but somehow knows every slur known to man for this to make sense. And that story just doesn't exist. So I do not believe that she's ignorant to this. I think she's like, just, it's like, oh no, I'm just a silly little waifu and I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to go viral saying all this heinous crap.
Literally, people were telling me just to say, like, all sorts of slurs just earlier, and it's like... I feel like this...
See, she knows they're slurs. Bruh. How do you know they're a slur, but you don't understand what a slur is?
Okay, so it's only slurs? Is that what it is? That's an insult compared to a literal slur. Okay.
Dude, you could see she's innocent. You don't have to see it. This dude, the Juju, Delulu as fuck. I'm gonna be honest. That stood out to me because, like, Delulu, she's just innocent, bro. You could be sold like air. Like, an oxygen salesman could sell you anything if you thought it was a cute girl. Like, what the hell do you mean? She's innocent. Critical thinking has left the building on this one, I think.
Okay, so basically if I see...
Damn.
Okay, F slur is the closest. It's not even close. I'll just...
It's so bad. I cannot at all fathom this logic at all. It doesn't make any sense. That's all I can say. There is no logic here. Dima also knew this person. I don't know why, but I thought I'd put it in here that this is slowly getting bigger and bigger to people realizing this, so they're cutting contact. I had no idea they were like this. I'm grossed out. Racism has no place in vtubing. Especially, like, it's obviously against Twitch TOS, and it makes people uncomfortable, and it's just kind of gross. It's just gross. It's so not needed, especially in this context. If you're trying to become a partnered streamer, you should know what you are and aren't allowed to do. Absolutely ridiculous. Here's another clip.
I thought as long as you don't use the hard R, then.
We were just ripping at Victory
Listen,
French.
you guys know I'm not racist.
I'm not racist, but here's all the racist words.
Wait, why can... I never understood that.
Okay, so we did some of these that just got us a little bit more, like, seconds in there. Done with the clips. That's all the clips we were able to find, and I'm going to spend probably an hour editing the crap out of this. And, you know, I'm kind of glad it's a story where someone's just a straight asshole. So I don't have to go, like, back and forwards in the thing, because no matter what, this is just asshole behavior. They knew it was a slur. They knew it was bad. I don't think that them saying it was comedy is enough, especially we're going to go into their apology in a second. Honestly, they're gonna get cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're gonna get cooked. I don't know what their thought process here was and why they did it, but either way, they didn't execute it well, I'm gonna be honest. If they were doing this for clout, they did not leave themselves enough leeway whatsoever. But let's go into their apology now. This couldn't possibly get worse, could it? I'm so sorry for what I said. I truly didn't realize how much meaning was behind the words I was saying. She knew they were slurs, though. What does she think a slur is? After talking with a lot of people, I realized how ignorant I was. I need some time to think and reflect. Don't worry, she's going to see a psychologist, and they're going to make her a better person. Give her 2 to 3 months, and she'll come back. I'm kidding on that one, honestly, but I don't know what they're doing, but this is such a, here's my YouTuber apology. Let me get my ukulele. I need some time to think and reflect. Words don't express how bad I feel right now. I'm really so stupid. I'm very scared right now. I'll do my very best to do better. For those of you wondering, I want to add context because I see people saying that I'm unapologetic when I truly am. I apologize multiple times on stream. I would have to see those. I have not seen any apology, just her doubling down here, so I'm going to have to see that. Haven't seen it anyway so far. I've just seen her doubling down and saying it was comedic and saying more and more slurs, pretty much. I had a stream I'm not very proud of. A rap song was requested with some explicit lyrics for the stop version, the N-word, and people were telling me to sing along to the song. This started people saying racial jokes in the chat, and I regularly leaned into it and joking with everyone. I really thought it was fine without the hard R, like in the song. I really don't mean to hurt anybody saying these things, but what about the other slurs, like against Mexicans and Asian people, they said? Like, that only explains, air quotes, explains the first one, but almost everyone who's been on the internet knows the stories of Twitch streamers singing along with these songs and getting in trouble. I don't really believe this ignorance even on the N-word, honestly. I really don't mean to hurt anybody to say these things. I know what I did was wrong. I should be more responsible for what I say. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's a good apology. I don't think it explains enough. I don't think it explains ever. This is what I say. How do you not realize? Like, you said a lot of slurs, not just one. How do you think it was fine? And I'm actually looking for an explanation. If they want to make a statement about the explanation of how they possibly didn't know it was bad to do so, I'm happy to listen, but I personally don't think there is something they can explain. A normal person saying, never apologize to the mob. Once you do that, they won't stop. If you actually have some leeway here, they will stop. But when you have zero leeway, you are so fucked. Tend to be sorry. You wouldn't be doing this in the first place. Y'all pander to everyone in your community and then think that your actions are okay. This is actually a big discussion, and I wanted to talk about this in a video, but we're a couple videos behind on this because things keep coming up about pandering, VTubing streaming in general, and how it's too normalized. And I think even if she was just doing this for pandering, the normalization of pandering for clout or just doing the most awful stuff for any kind of clout or money is way too normalized and praised in a lot of these communities. Like, anything can be justified because I was trying to make money. And I personally think it's a disgusting standard that a lot of people are pushing, that as long as you get the views, you get the clout, it was all worth it in the end. It may be optimistic to think that we should be looking inwards to be good people, but that's personally what I think, and I don't think any kind of personal gain is worth becoming a horrible person for. And that's a completely different video and a completely different rant. But this is the end of our story at the moment. Honestly, my first thought was, what the frick? What the fuck is this? It's like, I didn't think someone could be this stupid online, but here we go. This is absolutely crazy. But what do you guys think? I personally think it's abhorrent. Most deserve ban. Twitch was actually quick with it, which I'm surprised. It was a deserved ban. But that's everything for today, my delinquents. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell if you want to see the uncensored version, because there's a lot of bleeps there. You can check the Patreon link below. We have a free trial, so you can get in there for that at the moment if you want. So you can get in there just for that one thing and then leave if you want. It's all coolio. But I will catch you next time, guys. And let me know in the comments below. Is this as crazy as I think it is?